evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Dirt and Diamonds right here on IE Sports Radio. Your direct feed for all that is sports. Again, guys, I don't get you hyped up for any show. I don't care what show it is. You're in the wrong place. I'm just going to say that right now. It's going to go out and say it, man. So welcome, California League baseball fans. You are, again, tuned in live to Dirt and Diamonds right here on IE Sports Radio. Your direct feed for all that is sports. Your direct feed and your direct home for everything happening across the California League.
That's true.
That's the truth, man. I'm your host, Larry B. Joining me as always, man, my tag team partner, my fellow traveler.
Uso.
Hey, my fellow tag team partner, man, my fellow, he's my dude, man. Partner in crime throughout all of the at least the southern parks here in the California League. Ladies and gentlemen, Freddie B, how are you doing today, sir?
Larry, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much, man. Another great week of California League baseball action as we've now hit the month of August, and we're able to partake in another ballpark excursion this past week. I can't wait to talk about our travels up to Ontario. But overall, I mean, did you already tell everybody what the name of this show, this week's episode is?
This, and again, that's. Well, let's just get to it. Today's show is called Whiplash Week. Why? Because every time you thought you understood what was happening, the entire week flipped in the opposite direction. I mean, that was for almost every single freaking team. The San Jose Giants opened their series with the 12-4 victory and then watched Rancho Cucamonga win for four games straight. That was just what I mean, seriously, like I got like neck pains right now. Like, are you serious?
Hey. I literally do have. I thought you named it after me real quick, and I was in the little car accident on Saturday. I do have a little bit of whiplash still, but it made it even more difficult watching the games Saturday and Sunday night.
Well, thankfully you're okay, because when you told me the news, I was like, dude, get the heck out of here. I'm glad you're good though. Glad you're good, because it's some scary crap, but yeah, man. I mean, again, that was nuts. The San Jose Giants, like I said, with that whole thing, that was crazy with Rancho Cucamonga. The Ontario Tower Buzzers, which we visited last Thursday, we'll talk about that, opened with 2 victories, and then we were there to see basically their demise of a few games. Fresno answered with 3 consecutive, not just wins, but blowouts. And then Ontario ended up scoring 15 runs in the finale to force a split, which is insane. Then the Inland Empire Sixers entered Visalia looking for momentum and left town after winning 5 out of 6. And then Lake Elsinore used pitching speed and a 15-run explosion to take 4 of 6 against a very good Stockton Ports team.
Man, that was as quickly and a summary as you could put for all the action that took place this week, Larry. Like you were saying, I mean, with all the walk-offs and everything, great pitching performances this week. Everything like that. We also have a tremendous addition today. We've gone a couple of weeks without a guest. Yeah, but we have another Voices of the California League episode coming up, or segment coming up here tonight. Really excited about that. That's going to be approximately about 4:15 or so. We'll be joined by Ontario Tower Buzzers play-by-play man, Jeff Wolson.
Yeah,
got to meet him the other night, and you know what? Quickly accepted the invite to join us here on the show, which is going to be really awesome. Can't wait to talk with him. We're going to be talking all about his broadcasting journey, how he became a part of the Tower Buzzers organization, what it's been like calling plays for the first year California League franchise, and what he's learned along the way here in Ontario this year.
It's going to be fun. It really is. It'll be really cool having him on, man. He's such a great dude. So happy to have him on here. Fellow believer, just great dude overall. Love him. I'm glad he's going to be here with us tonight. We also have, again, just all these different segments around the league. The big story, Diamond in the Rough, Dirt Dog of the Week. Oh, boy, that's going to be a fun one. Minor league moment, Heat Check, hottest hitters right now. Both of our perspectives. The Ballpark Report. We're going to be reporting. This is going to be a fun one to talk about, of course, the Ontario Tower Buzzers. We were at O&T Field.
You're clear for takeoff.
Oh, it's going to be fun. So I am loving it. I love what we got. And it's great stuff, man. Again, we got that. Obviously, the Week 19 previews are everything. Literally everything is going to be a great show tonight, man. So glad to have it. Our weekly selections, our power rankings. So get comfortable, baseball fans. 24 games are in the books. And for Week 18, Week 18 is complete. Let's get dirty, man. You ready to go around the league, Freddie B?
I'm ready to go around the league. Let's do it, Larry.
Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's head ourselves all around this California League and talk about what the heck happened this week. All righty, everybody. Here we go, man. We begin around the league where we travel through all 4 Week 18 series. All through each of these series, and recap the scores, statistics, and biggest developments. So let's start at Morongo Field, man. The place that I called Lone Mart for about 3 months.
Yep.
Yeah, not very smart. Whatever. Hey, look, they switched names. Okay, sorry, but the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes defeated the San Jose Giants in 4 games here. Well, 4 games to 2. It was just really, really good job here by these guys, man. Cucamonga, you called it. This was going to be a great series, but I did not think the Quakes were going to do this. San Jose won the opener 12-4 behind 18 hits and home runs from Rod Barajas Jr., which is amazing, Luis Hernandez, and Cam Maldonado. And then it looked like the Giants had arrived, okay, ready to make a statement. Then Rancho completely changed the series.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see San Jose bounce back from, the beatdown that they got from Ontario the week before. They started out beating, Rancho in that fashion, but that wasn't the case. And now Rancho showed, they're not dead and out of the water yet. They came back to life, winning 4 consecutive games after, the opening loss. They took game 2 in a close one, 3-2, behind home runs from Marlon Quintero and Kevin Castillo. Game 3 was another one of the wildest contests of the entire season, when San Jose had a 7-3 lead. Rancho came storming back. Hayden Alvarez game-tying 2-run homer in the 9th before Gabriel Davalillo launched a walk-off homer. That dude is hot again. He gave the Quakes a 9-7 win there in Game 3. Rancho then won Game 4. Fantastic pitching performance by Derek Clark. 6 innings, scoreless baseball. They win that game 3-0.
What the crap, right? I mean, what a wow, man. And then in Game 5, man. It really was, man. In Game 5, San Jose scored 5 runs in the first inning. Rancho still came back and won 9-6. Davalillo again, just this guy's amazing. He hit the go-ahead 3-run homer, finished out with 4 RBIs. As the Quakes clinks the series. San Jose salvaged Sunday's finale 8-4, but Rancho earned the 4-2 series victory and has now improved to 52-50 overall.
Yeah, they have. It was good to see them get that victory there in that series over San Jose. But moving to the north, let's go up to Visalia, where the 66ers came into town and gave one of their most complete series of the season. They've been playing, poor baseball coming into this series, but they defeated the Rawhide in 5 games. In the 6 games, 5-1. They really took it to Visalia, outscoring them 47-17 in those games. The final scores were 5-1, 7-2, 5-2, 3-2, and then Inland Visalia won that last game 3-2, and then Inland Empire came back with 2 monster scores, 14-5 and 11-4. They really put the beat down the last 2 nights.
They did. And a guy that I hope is watching tonight, Esteban Moreno, man, was phenomenal. Dude was freaking phenomenal. Oh my gosh. He homered multiple times, drove in runs throughout the series, and produced 6 RBI performances in Saturday's 14-5 victory. Wow, man.
California League Offensive Player of the Week right there.
So happy for that guy. Yep. He's amazing. We'll talk about him in a little bit. Starlin Aguilar as well also had an outstanding week with 3 home runs, extra base hits, and clutch RBIs. And don't forget Connor Dykstra, man. That's a pretty popular baseball name, right? He hit the first professional home run of his career. And Henry Ford. And no, I'm not talking about
Henry Ford.
Henry Ford. Not talking about the one selling cars. All right. He allowed with his first a professional homer during Sunday's 7-run 5th inning. Crazy.
That's awesome. Hey, a couple of first home runs in that series. That was awesome right there. That was a total team performance by the 66ers all weekend long. I mean, the offense, produced power with Dervy Ventura and Nick Becker. He created pressure with his speed as well. The bullpen received really strong work, really good performances by Scott Rouse, Will Brewster, who, you saw when we went up there, Larry. Gene Munoz, Ray Sobolski, Anderson Guevara, and Reese Lumpkin, man. Those guys really pitched well. 66ers enter the week 40-57, come out of it 45-57. No, is that right? No, 45-58. I think that's the right.
Somewhere right around there, right? Yeah. I know I gotta look at this, but yeah, man. I mean, and then also, so now we get up to Banner Island, okay, Island Ballpark, the Lake Elsinore Storm. Wow, we just saw them last week at home, and these guys defeated the Stockton Ports 4-2. That's insane, man. 4-2. Lake Elsinore took the first 2 games behind outstanding pitching.
Really good.
That was great, right? Jesus Castro threw 8 shutout innings in the opener, which is amazing, allowing 5 hits and striking out 7 during a 6-1 Storm victory. Then the Storm shut out Stockton 4-0 in game 2 behind Alder Cecil and the bullpen, man. They look good.
They looked really good. And you talk about Jesus Castro. He was named California League Pitcher of the Week. So with his awesome performance right there. Stockton answered, with a 5-3 victory in game 3, and then Elsinore erupted for a 15-run outburst in game 4. Yimi Tovar hit 2 home runs and drove in 4. George Bilecki, our good dude over there as well, he collected 5 ribbies. Ty Harvey drove in 3. Connor Westenberg added 3 hits, 2 more stolen bases to the minor league baseball leading Elsinore Storm in stolen bases. That's just incredible. Stockton then responded again, a 10-1 victory in game 5, and the Storm ended the series with a 5-3 win on Sunday. And, Westenberg had 3 more hits, 2 more stolen bases. I mean, that guy, he is... he doesn't have a clean uniform any night because he's always out there just giving it his all. Good to see Condog doing some good things for the Storm.
For sure, man. Dirty uniform. Dude gets down and dirty on the diamond. Love it, man. Lake Elsinore is now 55-48 overall, while Stockton sits at 47-55. So finally, we head on over to ONT Field, where the Fresno Grizzlies and Ontario Tower Buzzers played one of the strangest series of the year. Ontario won games 1 and 2. Fresno destroyed Ontario. In 3, 4, and 5, and then Ontario just retaliates and completely destroys Fresno in game 6. The result was a 3-game split. Excuse me, what?
That was some of the craziest games right there. Those middle 3 games, or the 3 that Fresno just double digits every single night. It was crazy. Ontario won the opener 7-6 on a walk-off wild pitch after Kyle Fossum had a hit. He had hit a grand slam earlier in that game. He had driven in 5 runs. That's awesome. Fossum's 4th grand slam this season already. Then the Tower Buzzers, dominated game 2, 12-3. Myro Martinez had an inside the park home run that game.
Yes.
And Blake Snell, who got the start in a rehab start for the Dodgers, struck out 7 over 4 scoreless innings. It was good to see, Snellzilla get back on the mound and being healthy to help this Dodgers team win another or steal another World Series this year. Fresno after the Snell game in game 2, they win 12-2, 17-2, and 15-4. They outscored them 44-8 in those 3 games. That was crazy.
What did you just say, Freddie? I mean, what have we been talking? I'm dumbfounded with these numbers, right? I mean, you gotta love it, right? Well,
we're just getting that much closer to football area. I think that's a sign.
I guess so, right? Baseball's trying to play football. Oh my gosh, man! And Wilder Dalis hit 5 homers, which is pretty cool, man. During the final 4 games of the series, which is insane. Christian Aguilas, obviously, Reno Hernandez, and Derek Bernard. Who else, man? Vidarek, obviously, did another one. Andujar
against his former team.
His former team, which is pretty crazy. They all contributed to Fresno's offensive explosion, but Ontario refused to let Fresno leave with 4 straight victories. The Tower Buzzers won on Sunday, completely destroyed this team 15-6, which we were kind of waiting for that for the last 3 games. If you're, a fan of the Tower Buzzers, behind that was amazing 8-run 4th inning. So, and of course, our dude Easton Shelton, man, hit his league-leading 32nd home run, which is crazy. Javier Herrera added a 3-run homer. Crazy, right? Yondri Vargas also as well collected 3 hits. What a series!
Huge series. And we didn't see too much from Coe really that entire series as well.
Yeah.
Some other guys really stepping it up for Ontario. But after week 18 now, Ontario still remains the best team in the second half in the league at 23-13. So that's important. Fresno's 21-15. San Jose and Stockton both 20-16. And then Inland Empire, they improved themselves to 17-19 overall. Rancho 16-20. They've fallen behind the Inland Empire 66ers. And then you have Elsinore getting hot. They're at 15-20 run right now. And then sitting at the bottom overall is Visalia at 12-24.
What a league, man. What a league. And what a way to transition into this next one, because he's in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Around the League, and it's about that time to get into just one of the greatest segments. I swear, Freddie, this is like the great. I love this segment. Funnest. We always enjoy these awesome guests. And tonight, boy, do we got another great one. We happen to meet this guy over on Thursday. This one's for you, buddy. I'm excited to bring him on. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Voices of the League, and we got ourselves a tower buzzer on the other side. Let's do this. All right, guys, here it comes, man. This is now time for one of our favorite segments on Dirt and Diamonds. This is a Voices of the League where we introduce you, these talented people that are broadcasters, public address announcers, media personalities who just bring this league to life. Tonight, we are thrilled to welcome this dude right here, Ontario Tower Buzzers play-by-play broadcaster, Jeff Wilson, to the show. Jeff, thank you so much for joining us tonight, man.
Well, Freddie, it's an absolute honor to be on the show. Love meeting you guys. I can't wait to be on here. Just talk some shop with you guys, you know.
That's awesome, Jeff. It's great to have you on here with us. We've been looking forward to this conversation, just one of the many that we've had with some of the great broadcasters throughout the league here, and it's so great to have you on our show here today, bud.
Dude, my pleasure. It's awesome, dude. I love what you guys are doing. Any type of California coverage is just amazing. It's all passion at the end of the day, and something all three of us share too, which is excellent.
Absolutely.
So true. And like I said, look, man, Jeff, it's twice as nice, man. I guess, I had to, I had to get it done on Thursday.
I got mine on too.
Come on now.
Yeah, it's okay. He's a little Padre-ish. It's okay.
No, I have it. See?
There we go. Come on.
I just
gotta love it, man.
I just feel like a backwards kind of a day.
Oh, good. So, Jeff, let's begin with your personal journey, man. I mean, what originally made you fall in love with sports broadcasting, and what were some of the most important opportunities or lessons or challenges that helped you develop your voice and approach, as your approach as a play-by-play broadcaster?
I've always played baseball my entire life. Grew up around the game, played it from age 5 to when I stopped at Biola. Played a couple years at JUCO, and that's when I kind of knew I really wanted to get into sports broadcasting. I found myself actually calling the games on the side when I wasn't in the actual game, like in the dugout, which I wasn't in a whole lot. So I had a lot of time to really just practice. So I was doing that, and I got to Biola where I can actually they have a fantastic journalism program. So I kind of got reps there, and I was mainly doing news stuff, but then it was my dad and another friend that was like, you need to reach out to the sports information director and start calling some games. So I did that, and I was behind this other guy who is now a beat writer for the Clippers. His name's Joey Lynn. He was awesome. He kind of took care of me and everything. So then I called games for Biola for the next few years. Always wanted to be in play-by-play. Never really found anything. It's so hard to get into broadcasting as is in the minor league. It's so difficult, and you got to have connections and the resume, and just a lot of things just have to collide at once to do that. So I had actually in 2025, I accepted the job as a sports reporter and anchor in Casper, Wyoming. And if there is one thing that you need to know about being in front of the camera, is you have to start at the bottom. And this was market 160 out of 175. I just needed to get reps at any way possible. And I loved it. I spent a year there at Wyoming News Now. Absolutely amazing. It kind of gave me the versatility to be also the sports reporter, but also a play-by-play side, where in sports broadcasting, you can do just about anything. The more versatile you are, I feel the better. And then about 4 months before, 4 months into that job, I get a call from Alan Benavides, who's the GM. And we have been connected since 2023. We have contact. We're both Dodger fans. He grew up 10 minutes from Biola. So we already had that connection there. And, we hit it off. He said, don't really have anything for you when he was up in the Eugene Emeralds, which they had 2 broadcasters, which was totally fine. So he kept me in his back pocket, and then he kept calling. And then in April, he goes, Jeff, how's it going? I got the GM job for the Ontario Baseball Club, because they haven't announced that it was the Tower Buzzers yet. And he goes, "Are you possibly interested? I know you're in Wyoming, but are you interested?" I'm like, "Is that a rhetorical question?"
I'm already booking my flight.
Absolutely. Yes. So then we started talking, and then like October, November came around. That's when he kind of officially offered me the job, and we just took off from there. Got back to California. I'm born and raised in San Diego. So guys, I'm in enemy territory down there. So, I'm very glad to be part of the Dodgers organization with doing this. And I just know that the standard of it is very high. So I go into every single broadcast with the high, like, let's keep the Dodger standard.
Absolutely. You know what? I grew up in La Mirada. I did not go to Biola, but I know, how great of a school Biola is. And I did read your bio that you went there. Tim Slack also graduated from Biola, the broadcaster for Fresno Grizzlies. That's a great school and great story that two guys, calling California League games coming out of the same school there.
Mm-hmm.
When you initially heard, and learned that you were going to be, being the play-by-play guy for Ontario, and they had received a new California League franchise, and it is the Dodgers of all teams. Like, how did you, was there any help getting introduced to this and what the role would be?
It was more so not really too much help. It was just Alan has always just kept me in his back pocket, and he knew I had what it took to do this, and I was not gonna let the Dodgers, because it's such a watch team. I think we have the most watched stream in all of the minor leagues right now. It's definitely up there. But my mindset is like I'm broadcast in front of one person. Like, it 1-0 doesn't matter. So I don't really try to think about who's behind there. But in terms of your question, there wasn't too much introduction. There was a lot of learning curves along the way that I feel that were very teachable. When you talk about putting together game notes, and you talk about, delivering box scores to coaches, and like the game notes and the media relations side of things, it's all so learnable. And I picked that up right away, and I was like, okay, I know I can do this. How do I make the media relations side thing the best possible as well? So it's like a lot of things I picked up. Steve Wendt, the 66ers broadcaster, he helped me out a ton. Like, that was the first road trip I went on. And like, I was still kind of trying to put together game notes and stat packs as well. So he helped a bunch with that. And like, it's Tim Slack said it best. Like, this is a fraternity. The broadcasters in California League, it's like a fraternity. And I'm like, I guess the newest pledge, you can say. I don't think I get treated like one, but we all treat each other very nicely, though.
To touch on that too, like, you're the very first, play-by-play guy for this new organization. I mean, how special is that as well?
I mean, it's beyond special to do this with Ontario and to do this with the fans surrounding. And that just gives me the motivations. Like, I know people are watching. I mean, we're on iHeartRadio, and when the Dodgers aren't on, we're on the public broadcast across Southern California, which is awesome. We're going to be on there Thursday. Just saying, if you want to tune in or not.
Oh yeah.
So it's awesome just to be a part of this organization and just to see everything just come into fruition. And April 2nd comes around, which was our opening day, and it's just like, this is unbelievable. This is happening.
This is so cool. Again, everybody, if you're just tuning in, man, Jeff Wilson, the play-by-play man, up in the box at O&T Field, Ontario Tower Buses. Again, just blowing this guy up because he deserves every bit of it, dude. I mean, you do such an amazing job. We listen to you all the time. We listen to all these games. We have so many great broadcasters around this league, and I enjoy it so much, everything. But I will say, cool beginnings. Ladies and gentlemen, again, you guys know I do 3 and Out. For those of you watching out there, I do my football show, and I cover literally everything, guys. We cover everything from high school, junior college, which I played, obviously Division III, Division II, which I played as well. Seems like Jeff played the same thing I did.
I was a JUCO bandit too, Larry. I was a JUCO bandit as well.
Same here.
Great.
Same here.
Yes. Look at us.
Freddie B too. Casper, Wyoming, home of the Thunder, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, NJCAA junior college right here. So I'm just saying, super cool because these beginnings, they're amazing and just awesome stuff. I just want to point that out. That is so cool, Jeff. So really quick, again, you're documenting the first chapter of this franchise every night. So what has been the inaugural like what's it been like in this inaugural season from your perspective, and what moments have stood out to you as the first truly memorable pieces of Tower Buzzers history?
I think it's just the adaptability that we have. This may be the first chapter with the Tower Buzzers as a whole, but this is a Dodgers organization that has been in Southern California for the longest time. And when you get to work with, John Shoemaker every single day, it's so much fun. Like I don't want to I feel like if I mess up one thing with Shu, he's very forgiving with all these things, but I need to stay on my stuff with him in the best and the funniest way possible. But I think it's just working with all just the players and the Dodgers as a whole. It's that's just kind of been very eye-opening.
Yeah. You know what? Walking into that building, Larry, and we talked about it. We've been to a few of the other, stadiums here in Southern California, and it feels like you're going into a minor league stadium. It's just, smaller seating, the music and everything, all the entertainment, everything like that. It feels like you're going like a step above a college game, and you're at a single A minor league. That was not the case walking into O&T Field. No. I had Major League Baseball vibes immediately as soon as I walked in there. I mean, you guys have bars, a giant team store, restaurants, music, how you can encompass that whole stadium and walk around the whole thing. And there's entertainment and stuff for the kids. This was 100% the coolest single A baseball stadium that I have ever been to. And it just felt like I was on a whole nother, it didn't feel like I was watching a single A game. If I'm going to Inland Empire, it feels like I'm watching it. Not at all there. I mean, that you guys have done a tremendous job with that organization. It is the closest thing to bringing the Dodgers to the fans that may not be able to go and afford a Dodger game. And it's right here in our backyard. It's so great. So great.
Yeah, it's true. It's really just so special that I can just walk into that quote unquote office every single day. And it's just to be there, and it's an amazing opportunity.
All right, now let's get to the baseball talk here. Ontario, obviously featuring, an exciting roster this year. We've seen some guys get dealt in some trades, and other guys getting some call-ups throughout the season. Let's talk a little bit about one of the most powerful hitters, Easton Shelton. I mean, he's on the brink of, some history right here. 32 home runs, 98 RBIs. From the broadcast booth, other than him, like any other players or personalities or developments that have really been enjoyable for you to cover? And what do fans who only read the box scores sometimes, miss out about this job?
I mean, first of all, Easton has just been absolutely incredible. I watch these guys at batting practice as every single day, and just to be a fly on the wall in the conversations with the hitting coach, Chavez, and just working with them. And Easton Shelton, first off, he was hitting like 211 in April with striking out just a lot. And then he just made that switch that now he's one of the California League's best right now. So I think at the moment, it's just so much stuff going on. Apologies,
guys. No worries.
Phone's lining up. I just have so much. It's been a pleasure just to know these guys, talking with like Jaron Elkins, Brady Smith, all these guys and Chase Harlan, all these guys just getting called up. Like, I love just being a little part of their story. And you look at the box score, this is one thing, but these are like 19, 20-year-olds and just trying to do this for a job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is so cool because, again, this, all three of us. I mean, hey, I love it. JUCO Bandits. I love that. I love that. You're absolutely right. Seeing all of that, living that, being a part of that, being a part of just even, Division II football and all that, Division III, in these smaller levels, people see this like NAIA, they see these smaller, they don't always, the glory is always at the big, right? The Power Fives and all that. But it's cool because when you see these smaller sanctioning bodies of college, same thing with the minors. And to me, again, it's just so cool. What a unique opportunity to be able to do this. Again, you do an amazing job, Jeff. Like, it's so cool hearing you, like just hearing the transitions and everything. I guess if I do one more question for you, from me, that is for the night, is how cool is it? Like, because I noticed like you have a lot of fun. Like he's coming up on the fly with some like you say some things that are like kind of comical, but then you're like, okay, bring it back. But then you throw some more. Like you're entertaining, you're fun. As a play-by-play guy who's like, okay, I'm reacting. Like again, I'm a defensive guy. I played linebacker basically my entire life. Yeah, defensive and life. As on defense, you react. That's what you do. You know what you're supposed to go, drop in your zone. You know what you're supposed to do. But it's all in reaction. So you as a broadcaster, how does that feel? Everything's in reaction. It's got to come like that. How do you do that?
Everything, it's just being around the game for just so long, just reacting and just doing different things. And I like to think of myself as an entertainer more than, because a lot of these guys are like very, very, polished. And I'm not talking trash on broadcasters at all right now, but like there's a difference between polished and entertainers on air. I like to be on the entertaining side of things where, man, if the game's close, like 4-3, and this is such a given, you want to be on it with the stories and the stats. Like, what is this guy doing recently? And obviously when the game's a little further apart, then it's time to make it a little more entertaining, but also keep talking about the team as well, because these are prospects. These are not major league guys yet. Like, what's the backstory with all these situations? But in terms of like a big call, like it's so reactionary, like you said, but if I know something's gonna be big, I got to be ready for it. I will die on this hill to where the highlight calls are just so important. The home run, the walk-offs, the home runs, that's the stuff that is going to be posted. You get these jobs by what you're going to say in the bottom of the fifth, what you know about him. But man, if like you go on Twitter and you see a bad call, you're just like, what are we doing? Like this broadcaster wasn't ready for it. My mission is to be absolutely ready for every single moment, every single big moment that the Tower Buzzers have to offer. And a home run hitting team, they lead the California League in home runs. My home run call has gotten pretty darn good, you guys.
Good. It has.
Plus times. So I like to. It's just such a blessing at the end of the day, just to be ready for those moments.
That's so great. Awesome. Jeff, I know we're getting ready here to finish this here, and we wish you and the Tower Buzzers all the success. We'll be at the stadium tomorrow in Elsinore, so we will. Are you going to be down there? We'll call them the game.
Yeah. We got big 3 rehab guys going.
Yes,
we got Nick Pavetta, Joe Musgrove, and then Tyler Glasnow taking them out.
Yes, it's going to be a fun day. 11:00 start. Yeah. I was able to. I was going to say something else here real quick. So, you tell us where everybody can listen and find and tune in to the Tower Buzzers games. I know a great thing this year is that they've worked with Bally Sports and that Bally Sports app for free. You can watch every single minor league game, top to bottom, all the way up to AAA. It's fantastic. So there's no excuse not to get out there. Yeah. And if you can't go to a stadium, watch these games on TV. They're extremely entertaining. This is the youth of these organizations. Not everybody's going to make it. So you get to see their stories start at the bottom. And it's so special when you get to see them get that call up. And thank you so much again, Jeff, for, joining us here on this segment of Voices of the California League. Dude, this is awesome.
Yeah, you can find, Bally Sports is just doing an incredible job. I think all you have to do is just type in your phone number and then you're good to go. You can watch them. But if you want to specifically listen to Tower Buzzer Baseball on the road, we're on iHeartRadio, on Tower Buzzer Radio, and then select games are on AM 1350 Fox Sports. And then obviously if you're, if you want to watch the actual game, you can go to the streaming for minor league for the Storm or the Grizzlies or the Giants, whoever. I encourage people to do that as well, just to hear other broadcasters as well, because they do this and they love this as much as I do.
Hey, this is the next Joe Davis right here, Larry.
Oh, right? Stop it.
Hey, look,
I'm just saying.
We know it when we hear it, Jeff. We know it when we hear it. Okay, I'm just calling it. It's what it is, So,
like I said, it's the Dodger standard. I just gotta live up to.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I just have to be flaunting my stuff right now. I know. I got to change out my hat. I know.
There we go. Yes.
But again, Jeff, it's been amazing. Thank you so much for lending your time. We know you're an extremely busy guy. We hope to see you tomorrow, even just for like 5 seconds, maybe from the wave or something. But we'd love to see you tomorrow.
If you guys want to come up and hang out during the broadcast as well, I
think so. It's going to probably be cooler up there.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. Pop up in the. I am extending the invitation.
There we go.
To Fred. You guys are getting on the media list to just come hang out. AC up in the booth.
Sweet.
You got it.
Sounds great, Jeff. Looking forward to it. Again, thank you so much for joining us here. You're just a young kid just growing in this thing, and I can't wait to see you, just like these players that we cover, work your way up and see what you could become later on down the road. You're fantastic.
Thank you, guys. All glory to God, too. That's the most
Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
That's right. Amen. Awesome. Take care, buddy. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks so much, you guys. See you guys tomorrow.
All right, everybody. That was awesome, man. What a great dude. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Wilson. Where is that darn applause button? Where is it at? Wait a minute. Oh, I got to find it. There it is.
Fantastic, man.
I love it.
Good kid. I mean, the one thing about all these guys, Larry, is they're so passionate about the game of baseball and the dedication, and everybody's had their stories on how they've worked themselves up through the ranks, and it's just great, and big things, bright future ahead for that guy for sure, man. He starts, calling games, a couple years down the road. Yeah, he'll be getting that call from other organizations, if not the Dodgers later on. And totally. I can't wait. Hey, we had him right here on Dirt and Diamonds,
And that's going to live forever. We're so excited for that. Yeah. And again, guess what? And everybody, you guys, this segment has just been so cool. We have been blessed to talk to some of the coolest people. These broadcasters, man. Steve Went. Wow, that guy. I love him. He's so cool. He's such a fun dude. Great guy. Steve Went of the 66ers. Tim Slack of the Grizzlies. I mean, dude is awesome. Now we've had Jeff here, Jeff Wilson. I mean, this has been so much fun having these guys, and I'd love to get some more. I'd love to, reach out to the rest of the league and
see. We go and get Zimmerman up on the show. He said he'd be down. Yeah,
and he's awesome, man. He got us in. He got us in over here a couple weeks ago. Pretty excited, man. These Quakes, but we'll talk about them in a few minutes. But all right, guys, so we're gonna calm down real quick, man. It was a lot of fun having Jeff Wilson of the Ontario Tower Buzzers. We're gonna take a quick break. Let you guys hear a little bit more about Dirt and Diamonds. When we come back, we got the whole show in front of us, guys. We got all of our segments. They're going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you stay tuned. You are watching Dirt and Diamonds right here on IE Sports Radio. Your direct feed for all that is sports. We'll be right back with plenty more. And, of course, the big moment of the California League right after this.
From the stadium lights to the stadium shade, the clubhouse crews, the on-field MCs, delicious park food and the summer breeze. Every voice in the game. Catch Dirt and Diamonds every single week. The California League coverage that you'll seek with Larry B and Freddie B running the show. Every minor league season for the latest in the California League with Larry B and Freddie B on IE Sports Radio. Keep that dirt flying, and we'll see you next pitch.
Yeah,
I'm just slapping the bass. I don't even care what's happening right now. Like, let's go, man. Again, if y'all don't get hyped up, I don't know what's wrong with you. So Welcome again, everybody. If you just tuned in, you missed an amazing interview, man. Jeff Wilson, great dude. I mean, this dude's got the sky is so high. Yeah. It's like the sky's not the limit. It's like another galaxy or something. Like, he's such a good dude.
Really good dude.
Great, right. I mean, so happy to hear him have him here on the show. By the way, we're gonna keep it rolling, man. I'm really excited. He will not be live, but he'll be on the show for next week because we're gonna interview him tomorrow. Crazy Jay.
Yeah, finally. Yeah, you got it.
He's crazy. He's so crazy. Like, so excited, man. Crazy Jay.
Only if he's in uniform during the show. Crazy Jay, if you're listening right now, you gotta be in uniform when you're on here. Come on, dude. Those shorts, dude. Come on.
He's gonna charge us, Walks. He's gonna be like, "You gotta pay for that."
Hey, you said, you just said, Larry, if you missed our awesome interview that we just had with Jeff Wilson, it's okay if you missed the live broadcast, but you can find us right here on iesportsradio.com, YouTube, Dirt and Diamonds as well. Yeah.
Hey, I'm just having fun with hats.
You're the hat. I do. We're gonna call you the Mad Hatter. Yeah, the Mad Batter. Keep it baseball theme.
I am so ready for that. I just don't want to get copyrighted, but hey, I'll buy the rights. I don't give a crap. What do they want? A check? I got
it. Back to the interview. You can check out all of our previous episodes, everything like that, iesportsradio.com. Check all the interviews out that we've had all season long. It's just not broadcasters, like you said, on-field entertainers, and hosts to, other positions throughout the organizations as well. As Mishi joined us, she's the special button pusher up there for pitch clock operator. So cool. In Rancho. It's just, we try to do everything, and that's what's so cool, Larry, is we've tried to incorporate all the little aspects, everything that goes on, within the game within the game, or the game outside of the game, however you want to say it. Like, there's so much that's involved in making the production. It's just not the on-field stuff. It's everything else. And that's what we try to bring you here on Dirt and Diamonds.
That's exactly right. I mean, hey, if it's one of these guys, okay. Yeah. If it's one of these guys. And yes, North, I'm getting hats. I know Hannah's gonna yell at me right now. I can feel it. It's okay.
I told Tim Slack I'm a 7 3/8. So if he wants to send me one of those cool Fresno black and gold Grizzlies hats, I'm down for that.
Those are sweet. I am so looking forward to grabbing me 4 more hats. Got to grab me. You got the Sirline, so I think I'm gonna get the Visalia V.
Yeah, that's a solid one. I know. I have just there's so many black hats I have. I'm like, let's change up it's black, but it's got purple in it, so it's cool. But yeah, that's awesome.
It's super cool. I gotta get that one. I want to get the Giants. I want to get the old school black and orange one. I gotta get that one.
Yes.
The Ports, they have some really cool ones. I was looking on the website.
They really do. Ones. Yep.
And the same thing, the Grizzlies, man, they got some really neat ones. So we're excited again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in. Welcome to Dirt and Diamonds right here on IE Sports Radio. Your direct feed for all that is sports. Let's get on into it, man. We just finished up Voices of the League, and it's about that time to get on into the big story. All righty, y'all. The big story of the week, my big story of week 18, is the Inland Empire 66ers. Wait, where's all of my thousands of hats? I think I lost my 66ers hat because that's how crazy. Inland Empire 66ers winning 6 games in Visalia. The 66ers did not simply survive the series. They dominated it. These guys outscored Visalia 47-17. That sounds like a Raider game, guys, except for the Raiders have 17. They won. I'm sorry, they're my team. I can say what I want. But they won close games. They won with pitching. They won with speed. They won with home runs. They won 2 games by scoring a combined 25 runs. I think they won a game where they didn't even show up. I don't even know what happened. Oh my gosh, I feel like John Madden right now. You know what I mean? Seriously, man. Most importantly, Inland Empire received contributions from nearly everybody. That was a true team series win. Let's get to the dude who's a dude playing another dude. I'm just playing. This guy is amazing. I love this guy. Esteban Moreno, man. This guy was the star. But Sterling Aguilar, of course, Connor Dykstra, DeVry Ventura, he was amazing. Nick Becker, Henry Ford, and the entire bullpen helped make it happen. This was not just one player carrying a struggling team, even though, again, Moreno was amazing. But this was a roster discovering what it can look like when every department works together.
Yeah. You could, that's a great series. And this was not even like a series that we were really, looking at, being the two teams, in the bottoms really of the divisions. But man, winning 5 of 6. And in doing so, they're right back in the picture. That's crazy, man. IE Sports Radio.
Right?
And the 66ers. That's right.
How about you, Freddie B?
My big story is going to be Rancho's 4-game, response after getting crushed in the opener against San Jose. The Quakes lost game 1 by 8 runs. And then, it could have been a huge series for San Jose to get back in, in their winning ways, being the number 1 team that they were. But you know what? They had a 5-game losing, they lost that streak against Fresno. They had to creep back in their minds, a little bit there. So, and they won 4 straight in all different ways too, Larry. They won, 1-run pitchers duel, a late 4-run deficit, one on a walk-off homer as well. They threw a shutout. You don't see many shutouts in the California League. So a great shutout there. And another, fell behind 5-0 in the first inning of, I think it was the 4th game, and they still came back to win the series. That's huge resilience right there by Rancho. And the Quakes weren't perfect, but they repeatedly, proved that, they were never finished. And then their bats started getting hot again. So it's crazy. I'd like to see what they can do going forward into this next week.
I'm totally with you. I mean, look at this, man. I mean, this is the overall.
Yeah, bring that up.
52 and 50, cool. They're sitting 2 beneath. But I mean, the cool part about it is again, this is where it really lies right here. It's the second half. I mean, look at this. Ontario, yeah, they're up there doing their thing. But look at how, I know it's not like they're super close or anything because the North, look at that's a dogfight down there. Yeah. but I mean, a couple games. Look at this. They're right there, close to second. They can close in. Rancho Cucamonga, man, I swear, they are so close to being just a breakout. They just got to break out.
So what we got 3 or 4 series left, I think, Larry, here in the season. Inland's sitting right now, 6 games behind Ontario, and Rancho, 7 games behind. Inland actually jumped Rancho over this week by winning the 5 of the 6. Even though Rancho won 4 of 6, they still leaped them in the standings. So if Ontario has, another slip up or 2, either one of these teams can take advantage and get hot. They can see themselves, fighting for that second half division.
And that's so cool. I mean, again, we're seeing it. And again, if you guys missed the first part of the show, I mean, my gosh, what wow. I mean, craziness this past week, man. The Giants and Quakes, fun series. Quakes looking great up north, taking on the Giants, a team that's looked strong all year. This was a crazy one, man. Again, the 6-6ers just putting these guys to bed. Oh my gosh, man. Poor Rawhide. I feel for them. This is not their year, but the 6-6ers at least had something to remember this year for sure. Crazy stuff there. The Lake Elsinore Storm, again, just looking great over the ports. A team that I thought the Storm might struggle a little bit with, but guess what? They did not. They look good. They look strong. And of course, these guys right here, man, just fighting so much that they just end up in a freaking draw, basically a tied series, 3-3 Grizzlies and Tower Buzzers, man. So gotta get a Grizzlies hat, but at least I'll throw up the Ontario one. But yeah, so crazy stuff last week, man. And again, just piggybacking off that fun stuff with these segments. So all right, let's do it, Freddie B. You love this next segment. What's it called?
Oh, this is the Diamond in the Rough.
All righty, Freddie B. Well, speaking of the Lake Elsinore Storm, I'm going to keep this hat handy. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to keep it handy, man, because, well, my diamond in the rough is George Bilecki. Let's go. Right.
Good for George, man.
Good for George, man. Look, Yumit Avad had the 2-homer game. Awesome. Connor Westenberg, great dude, by the way. He's such a cool guy. Created chaos on the bases, as he usually does. Jesus Castro, I mean, again, delivered the pitching masterpieces, but Bilecki, man, quietly did a little bit of everything, which is pretty cool, man. He homered, collected multiple doubles, drove in 5 runs, okay, during the 15-run victory, stole the base, okay, scored runs and contributed defensively. So he might not have been the big name, okay, that people mentioned after the series, but his versatility was one of the reasons why Lake Elsinore won those 4 games and won that series up north in Stockton.
Yeah, you saw the guys that they rely upon, with him and Westenberg, being the leaders of this team, going forward, and they both had fantastic. But George, it's good to see him. He did everything. Hit the long ball, drove in runs. Had some doubles right there as well, and stolen base. He did everything. Awesome. Dirt dog. I'm sorry, diamond in the rough right there, Larry, with George Bilecki. And if he's not watching, I'll make sure when we see him tomorrow that he got that honor this week from us. That's really cool right there. But my diamond in the rough is just going to be up the road again. Inland Empire's Derby Ventura. The impact that he made, went way beyond traditional box score numbers. He stole bases. He was pressure on, the defense as well. He forced a lot of mistakes by Visalia's defense with, just his presence on the base pad. He advanced runners as well, situational hitting, manufacturing runs, did everything small ball wise that you can ask for him to do. That, didn't require, having to hit a home run or anything like that. So players like Ventura, really changed the game because the defense knows that something's going to happen. He's like a Colin Westerberg, how you just get on base and then he's just so disruptive. He's going to steal, but on which, puts a lot of things in, pitcher gets wild, throws a wild pitch, advances a runner. Then the tone setter. That's exactly what Derby Ventura did this week. He did awesome, and he gave the Inland Empire 66ers a whole nother dimension throughout their 5-game winning streak.
What a job of both these guys, man. That was a good 2 picks. I like it. Good stuff there.
Good stuff.
That's going to do it for the Diamond in the Rough. All right, y'all. Freddie B just mentioned it, man. And, well, this is always a fun one because we go from the dude who deserves more praise that's not mentioned to the dude who just did it all, ladies and gentlemen, the Dirt Dog of the Week. All righty, guys. Starting us off, let's go ahead and jump into my Dirt Dog of the Week. I got to get this out. Here we go. Who is it going to be? Rancho Cucamonga's Kevin Castillo, man.
All right.
Castillo hit the go-ahead home running game, too. That already is just a big nominator right there. He tripled in game 4. Come on, man. He collected multiple hits. He stole bases and contributed like crazy defensively. Those are stats we really don't see. We know they can field. We know they can, catch out. That's great. But you don't really write those things down, but you notice it and you see it when these guys are out there, when you're keeping runs off the dang board. So he did not need 1 6 RBI game to define this week, man. He kept showing up in different situations and finding ways to affect the game in so many ways. So I keep on saying, so this is exactly why, or exactly what this segment represents. And again, ladies and gentlemen, Rancho Cucamonga's very own Kevin Castillo. This one's for you, buddy.
Kevin Castillo, you talk about a solid season, batting .284. He has 12 homers, 54 RBIs, something like that, and 21 stolen bases. He could hit for power, gets on base at a pretty good clip, and when he is on base, he's still in bags. He's in the top 10 really in stolen bases in the California League. So complete player, awesome dirt dog right there, Larry. I love your choice.
Thank you, sir. How about you, man? Who are you looking at?
I'm going to go with Fresno's Royner Hernandez. Now, obviously, the player of the week could have easily been Wilder Dali's and all the home runs he hit. He hit 4 of his 5 home runs into that construction site in right field where you couldn't even retrieve the ball. The workers coming in to do the work are going to have 4 baseballs sitting in the middle of their construction material. But my dirt dog is Royner Hernandez from Fresno. He reached base. He hit for power as well, collected doubles. He drove in runs. He really helped, keep that lineup moving, and that gave Fresno, that advantage in that 3-game, offensive avalanche that they really put on the Tower Buzzers. Like I said, Dali's with the home runs, but Hernandez really, constant, building innings around him. He was kind of that tone setter guy as well. He fought through some tough at bats. His fingerprints were left all over the field in those Fresno wins, especially the comeback, from an 0-2 series deficit to get back there. They had the lead in the series. They lost it and took a split, which was huge for them.
Definitely, man. And obviously, another guy I just wanted to mention, you mentioned him earlier, man, Esteban Moreno. I mean, this guy, again, another dude just lit it up this weekend, man. I mean, these guys are all just so deserving. So great Dirt Dogs of the week right there. Loving it. Freddie B, let's get on into another little fun series, man. This one is always so cool, man. The minor league moment. This is just, again, the moment that says this is why we watch baseball. This is why we watch minor league baseball. Such a fun one. Again, if you're just tuning in, hope you're enjoying the show, guys, as we get into the minor league moment. Let's do this. All right, guys. Certified minor league moment again. This is always just that fun moment where we say, oh, man, this is why we love this sport so much and why we love minor league baseball. My minor league moment is, Who are we pulling? Who are we doing? Again, I'm staying in Rancho, bro.
Oh, all right.
I'm staying in Rancho.
Kind of shocked me there.
Hey, I was having some fun, with the hats over here, but man, Gabriel David, this dude, man, look, his walk-off homer in game 3, that was huge. Again, because you love a good walk-off, man. Rancho trailed 7-3 entering the 7th. Hayden Alvarez tied the game with a 2-run homer in the bottom of the 9th. Okay, Now it's a real game, okay? But can they get over the hump? Well, this guy, David, this guy stepped in and ended it with a 2-run walk-off blast, a 4-run comeback, a game-tying homer, and a walk-off homer in the same night. That is why we watch minor league baseball.
That is incredible, Larry. And it's so great to see, Gabriel Davalillo, get back on track. He was slumping a little bit. And now, man, when that guy is hot, he's one of the toughest hitters to get out. Solid stick, has tremendous power. Great choice right there. I loved that so much. For Rancho, they're still fighting in this second half here. But my minor league moment is going to go a little different direction. I'm going to go with Henry Ford. Yep. Not making the Model T, but the first professional home run of his career. Okay. The 66ers were completing incredible work, but they still needed to finish the job on Sunday. They had a tremendous series up to that point. Ford came up to the plate in a 7-run 5th inning at that time and launched a 3-run jack. Every player remembers, their first home run, and I can't, even imagine, what it's like, hitting your first bomb like that. So congrats to Henry Ford, hitting his first homer with the 66ers. His teammates will remember it. Everybody will remember that, the fans. And Steve Wendt, gets to be the guy who calls his first career home run. So go back and look at Steve's home run call. It was a very good home run call as well. You have a lot of excitement there, when you call somebody who just, went yard for the first time. Awesome job.
I gotta love it. And by the way, I just want to shout out our Instagram peeps, man. These guys are amazing. We've got some first timers, man. El Fat Boy 97 tuning in says,
"Oh, sweet."
The Fresno love. He says his first time tuning in, and I'm super excited, man. We got so many great people, man. Logan popped in for a little bit. Mishi, big shout out to you. Moreno, Esteban Moreno's family. You guys are amazing. Your boy is going to be somewhere in the majors very soon. I mean, great people. We thank you guys so much. Ty's mom up in here. I mean, great people. Unfortunately, the biggest ended on great. Thank you so much. But we hope that they go over to YouTube.
Yeah.
We hope they go over to YouTube because, for, fun stuff. Thank you so much.
Go over to YouTube, comment, get involved with the chat here in the show. We still have a little bit to come, so feel free,
Please do. We definitely want you guys to
if there's a dirt dog or a diamond in the rough player that you think is deserving, chime in. Let us know your opinions on that, and we'll love the discussion.
We definitely will. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully we get some of those Instagrammers getting on over here, and I'll try to see if I can get the stream re-going right now on here. But I know it kind of sucks.
We hit that hour mark. Yep.
It's kind of annoying, but it's all right. But again, that is super cool, man. Henry Ford, just again, and you're right, not making the Model T, he's hitting home runs. Okay, so
putting the ball on a tee and driving it out of the park. That's exactly what he did.
I love it, man. What a cool thing. And again, you love those moments, man. You know, these are the guys where, again, these are the moments where you just always say to yourself, like, that was the first of how many? And again, we could have just seen the first of who knows how good of a career. You know, like that's what I love.
Exactly.
You know. So, all righty. Well, there you guys go. I am putting in work diligently right now because we had so many people tuned in right now on that Instagram. And Freddie, look at me. I didn't even want to do the Instagram today because I didn't think we were going to get a lot of listeners on there. So I have
over there.
There we go.
I have better on that now.
I have completely replenished this. So hopefully it pops up. There we go. All right, Freddie, we're back. We're back on Instagram.
All right, guys. Yeah. Give us a message. Shout out, you know.
Jump on. Love, man. We appreciate you guys. So, all right. Well, there you go, man. Certified minor league moment all done. Well, Freddie B, it is Southern California where we live, and it is, third. So it's a perfect second. Heat check. All right, Freddie B. The hottest hitters, hottest pictures, hottest players of this week, week 18. My hottest hitter, Fresno's Wilder Dalis. Yes, I'm all with yes. 5 home runs.
Yep.
5 home runs over the final 4 games of the series. He hit a 3-game homer in game 3. He delivered more damage as Fresno scored 17 runs in game 4 and then hit 2 home runs in game 5. Ontario had opened the series with 2 wins. Dalis helped turn the entire matchup upside down. What a job.
Yeah, you know, Wilder Dalis homering on his birthday and on Tim Slack's birthday as well. So double birthday bombs by Dalis, man. That was so great to see him. But my hottest hitter, you know, I got to go Estevan Moreno. Yeah, I mean, his numbers were huge as well. 4 home runs, 11 RBIs in the series against Visalia for him. I mean, consistently, you know, driving in runs, you know, delivering the 2 3-run homers during Saturday's 15-4 victory. And then when Inland Empire needed, you know, that major swing, I mean, he was there to deliver that punch, dude. He's there. Great guy. Really the heart, you know, of that team for the 66ers right there. And he continues to deliver, bringing the power, driving in runs, exactly what you want to see him do. He could play either corner position, third base, first base. You know, they're going to find a spot for you somewhere if you can continue to hit that ball like that, Estevan. Congrats to you. And you know what? You're definitely, you know, the MVP of the 66ers team up to this point in the season.
I had to give him an applause. I'm sorry. Yeah. It is what it is. What a job. And true. This guy is amazing.
That's like the best week of anybody for the 66ers, I think, this season up to this point. That was a huge week for him. And, you know, he was named his second time this season that he was named the minor league offensive player of the week for the California League.
So cool. I mean, he deserves it. He deserves
Absolutely.
This guy.
Yeah.
Gosh. I mean, again, you love to see him. You love to see him play. You hate to see him go because you want to keep on seeing them play here, but you can't be selfish because, again, this guy is going to be playing. This guy is going to be going up. So the Mariners need him now. I'm sorry. Screw double and triple A. They need him now. Okay. I mean, this guy is incredible. So I'm just really happy for him. Hottest picture for me this week. I got to, you know, dig around in my hats again.
Mm-hmm.
I got to go with a dude by the name of Jesus Castro from Lake Elsinore. Dude, anytime you can pitch 8 shutout innings, okay, that's huge. 8 shutout innings, 5 hits allowed, man, 7 strikeouts. Castro did not merely give the Storm a quality start. This guy completely controlled and destroyed. I mean, this guy was amazing. Controlled the opener and established pitching standard for the entire series. Guys like this, man, guys like Castro, again, pitching is it's an art. Freddie, you know, I never played baseball. Yeah. Football was my game. You were on that mound before. You know what it's like to pitch. It is an art. It is an art. It literally is the quarterback. It's really cool. And I mean, good pitching will get you in the majors like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and he gave Elsinore everything they needed to get that series started. Like we said, you don't see very many shutouts in the California League, or pitchers going really beyond maybe that 5-inning mark, and he went solid 7-8 innings. I think it was seven innings, I think, overall in that game. But I mean, regardless of the fact, it's exactly what the Storm needed. They need their pitchers to step up. We're going to be in the playoffs at the end of this month, Larry. Short best of 3 series. He's going to be one of their aces. He and Cruz Schoolcraft are going to be huge for the Storm going forward. I love that so much.
Thank you, sir. How about you, man?
That's a great pick. I'm going to go with Rancho Cucamonga's Derek Clark on this one. He also had a great pitching performance, 6 shutout innings for him as well. So we're seeing these guys, as the season's gone on, they've been able to stretch out a little bit further. He went 6 innings of scoreless baseball right there, going against a really good, San Jose Giants lineup as well. So he kept them in check. Didn't really, get, rattled or anything like that. Kept his composure. 3-0 victory after the emotional, chaos of the previous night in that series. So that outing really gave Rancho complete control of the series overall. I think that was kind of like that statement victory for them.
It really was, man. So, Freddie B, that's going to do it for the Heat Check. This kind of goes really fast from this point of the show on, so we're going to have ourselves some fun. But I got this hat in my hand for a particular reason, because Freddie B, you and I and the families, man, we had ourselves some fun because we headed on over to ONT Field last Thursday on July 30th. And while we're talking about our experience and plenty more, this is, of course, another really fun segment that we just love doing here on the show when we can.
Yep.
When we can. This is the Ballpark Report. All right, everybody. If you're just tuning in again, welcome to Dirt and Diamonds right here on IE Sports Radio. Your direct feed for all that is sports. We just talked about all of our best players, et cetera, et cetera. It was fun. Heat check. Had Jeff Wilson on the show earlier, the broadcaster for the Tower Buzzers. It's been a great show, man. Now it's time to talk a little segment called the Ballpark Report. And this is, again, based on our visit to ONT Field on Thursday, last Thursday, July 30th. Our theme was simple. How much does ballpark food add to the experience? That's my theme tonight. Freddie B, you can pick one. But
that's a great.
You already talked about it. What was that?
No, that's great. Yeah, food is always great. Larry, talk about it.
I mean, you know what? Look, earlier you talked about just the overall atmosphere. Maybe that's going to be your theme tonight with that, because it's true. That does not feel like a minor league park at all. Oh my gosh, that place feels like a major league park. But yeah, man, we're keeping this honest. I mean, this is not a scientific ranking of every item on the menu, but I will tell you right now, it looked. Oh my gosh, it's a look at the food. Okay, and the smells, concession areas, overall game night environment that contributed to our night at the ballpark. I will tell you right now, oh my gosh, they have like 7 different places to eat that I think I counted, something like that.
At least,
it's like
at least, yeah.
I mean, the restaurant, they got the little part in the back with like the 4 different little food court mall looking thing. They got the Rally Burger place. They got the place on the far side. I mean, they got so much there. Ballpark food is a big part of me because, well, hey, as a fat dude, you love ballpark food, right? You got to get something to eat when you're there, But I will tell you, this has been, that was such a cool experience. And so Freddie B, I mean, you want to add anything to that one? Anything else with the experience?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you walk into that place and it's like you're walking through the turnstiles at a major league ballpark. I mean, already they even had food vendors, going, up and down the aisle as well. You don't see, guys selling cotton candy and Coke and, drinks and stuff like that walking up and down the stands, hawkers like that anymore, especially in minor league games. You can get up and get the food yourself, but But I mean, in the press box in the suite area up top, they had like a catered, buffet for those that have, the special, wristband and stuff like that. And they put on a great spread of food up there. I didn't sample anything. They have these other cool little boxes off of the third baseline where you could have a party hosted. I saw there was a birthday party at the time as well. I mean, tons of food options. I have tons of pictures that I took about all this stuff, but I didn't really experience the food too much there. There are two things I do want to mention. The landing in center field, great ice cream. My daughters there, took them to get an ice cream. You know, I was recommended the horchata ice cream. It was fantastic. You have to eat it fast because it was such a hot night that it was starting to melt. And then my other daughter said, you know, she got the Cookie Monster ice cream. So no, that was fantastic there. And then if you're looking for a nice, you know, frosty cold beverage, I'm not gonna lie, Larry, I think that was 16 ounce. It wasn't a small one. I don't know the size, but I mean, for $13 you get in a souvenir glass, you can get yourself a Space Dust, which I think we would both, you know, enjoyed a nice beverage. It was so hot that evening and we deserved it. You know, you obviously, you know, you just gotten the news that you're gonna be a father. First of all, that you just got that a couple of weeks ago, and then you just got your professor job at Cal Baptist University. So great for you, Larry. I mean, we had a little bit of reason to celebrate just everything going on in our lives right now. But yeah, those are just two of the cool things. There's so many spots in that place. And then you talk about a souvenir shop that is second to none, man. They have so much merch and such a cool, you know, it's like triple the size of some of these other ballpark souvenir stores. Just a ton of stuff. I mean, it's like going to Dodger Stadium. It really was. I mean, the organist upstairs as well, Amy, I got to see her playing a little bit up there. You know, Dieter Rule's there on Dodger off nights as well. So they put full Dodger production into everything that they do at the ballpark, and it's so cool. The scoreboard is fantastic, and they're building another restaurant in right field as well. That looks like it's going to be a massive complex. Can't wait to see what they do, you know, continuing in Ontario. Just everything was just fantastic there, Larry. It didn't feel like you were at a minor league stadium one bit.
No, at all. I mean, whatsoever. It was such a cool place. And really fast, I don't even know what video this is, but I just want to play this really fast so you can see the stadium. But just what an amazing job by the builders of the stadium, and just what a cool atmosphere. So I'm gonna play this really quick, guys. We're gonna stay here on camera with you. It's about 25-second video, but check this out, man.
Designated hitter number 65, Osvaldo Osorio.
You talk about, dude. That's next level right there. That puts all these other, you know, teams to shame. It's kind of hard, you know, but the Dodgers just stick it right in the heart of everybody else, which they've done over the last couple of seasons as well in the Major League Baseball side. You know what? In that video, you can see along third base as well a really cool Fernando Valenzuela mural on the wall there. I saw that. And if you have kids, bring them out to the ballpark because there is outfield entertainment. There's grass, hill seating. There's also these little levels as well where you can sit. We saw couples, you know, bringing blankets and just chill and having a great night. They have a playground area, and it was so hot. They have like little splash pad area as well. Just a really cool, man, state-of-the-art ballpark right there.
It was so neat. And again, just seeing all of this, man. I mean, I'm just trying to put some pictures up really quick. Just trying to, you know, do my best to throw some. But I mean, just such cool, right? Look, these little restaurants here.
Yeah, we went on a Thursday night too, and it was a fantastic crowd. They've got to be, you know, obviously, you know, Fresno plays in a AAA stadium, so they can get some larger crowds up there, but they've got to be up there in attendance, I think, just because, you know, the correlation between the Dodgers and this is like Dodgers like 2.0, but it's really, you know, 4.0 in the rankings. It's right here in the heart of Southern California, you know, in the Inland Empire area. It's fantastic. If you have a chance, go out there, get yourself out to a Tower Buzzer game. And if it's not a Tower Buzzer game, we have so many more options as well. You know, go see Rancho, go to San Bernardino and see the 66ers, or drive down south and see the Storm, all within, you know, an hour, 45 minutes of each other. You can witness and see four, you know, Major League Baseball minor league franchises.
such a cool experience. Yeah. So again, if you're in any of these areas, go check it out. I mean, I'm just, like I said, throwing up random pictures, but these are so cool. You gotta go check it out on Instagram. If you're not following us, which I'm pretty sure you are, we have some questions actually coming up here in the in Instagram and on Twitter. Freddie B, this is probably the most interactive show we've had. So,
I love it. All right, what do we got going on here?
So let's go ahead and get to it, man. That was the Ballpark Report again. If you guys want to check these out, man, that was such a fun experience. Thank you to Mr. Adam Serrano. Thank you to Jeff. Good. I'll tell you right now. I'm trying to find a cool middle name for him, like a cool, like in the middle. You know, we're gonna come up with a cool name, Jeff. I don't know. Should we call him, the Voice Wilson? I don't know. I don't know what you call him.
I don't know. We'll come up with one. We'll come up with one for Jeff.
There I am stuttering on the spot, trying to find something cool to call him on the spot. But anyway, again, thank you to all those great people, man, at O&T Field. We will definitely be back.
Doesn't Jeff just fits the part too?
He does.
Athletic, fit, young kid, good-looking kid, dude, and a great voice. I mean, yeah. Trust me, this guy's going places.
He really is, man. So really fast, and it's kind of funny. I kind of wanted to feed into this with our Week 19. Actually, I wanted to fit this in with our with our one of our segments here coming up. Obviously, we have the preview, the best R series of the week and the power rankings. But oh my gosh, we have a really cool interaction here. Number one earlier, actually, by the way, and I hope he's listening still. And I'm sorry if you're not, but David Becker looks like on Twitter. Oh my gosh, about 45 minutes ago. I'm sorry, buddy. He asked a cool question. We put up our tweet. We said Kevin Castillo, obviously. I mean, clutch home run, triple. I mean, stolen base, defense. I mean, he did an amazing job, okay, for the Quakes. David says here on the bottom, future All-Star. What do you think?
He's definitely, I think he's the highest rated, Angels prospect right now, and playing for Rancho Cucamonga. You know what? Angels trading away some guys earlier today with the MLB trade deadline coming along. He continues to do what he does. We talked about, his production, 284 hitter, 12 homers, 50-something RBIs, and 20-something stolen bases. That's a complete player. He continues to do that. Yeah, you're going to see him, get his call up. And, by the time you know it, maybe a good chance that he can be an MLB All-Star someday.
Yeah, I totally agree. I know it's really cool, man. Mishi, by the way, she is so cool. She earlier kind of gave us some stuff here, actually saying that obviously with all the trades going on, pretty cool. Obviously, we know that Logan O'Hoppe, which I didn't think would ever leave the Angels. I thought he'd just stay there because he's been, but him and Chase Silseth on their way out. They brought an infielder, Angel Armando, and pretty cool here. She says that obviously says that these guys obviously brand new to the organization, and I believe she said that came from the Hickory Crawdads and a single A affiliate of the Rangers in North Carolina.
Okay, so, I'll have to pull up his stats.
Right? So I was like, oh, cool. She actually gave us some stats here on Instagram. Pretty cool. Again, big shout out to Mishi, man. She's like the background stuff right now with us. We appreciate that. She says
she knows her stuff. Yeah.
For sure. She says, let's see. She put some graphics for us. Says the first gray row is the stats before coming here. And the one circled is the stats here with us at the Quakes. Okay, so he didn't have the most eventful start, but judging by his history so far, I think he'll be just fine. And wow, this is pretty cool. So look at this, man. I mean, wow, he's actually solid guy, man. So wish we could pull those up for you right now. But overall, solid. It looks like
he's got 8 home runs, 48 RBIs on the season. So Angel going to the Angels. Look at that.
I mean, what other place would he go to, right? I mean, my gosh, it's perfect. Thank you, Mishi, for showing us that. And we have another one here on Instagram, man. El Fat Boy 97 loves this, man. Great dude. He says it's his first time tuning in, so welcome, sir.
Thank you, welcome. Yeah,
jump in our chat. He's got Smokey the Bear as his image. I love it. So this is awesome. Obviously, Fresno guy right here. He says, do you guys think Fresno can clinch the playoffs? Freddie, do you want this one first? Or you want me to take it?
I'll take it. I think, yes. I think Fresno Well, there's still a lot of baseball left, but if you're talking about the two teams that have a chance to get in, it's between them and Stockton. I think it's going to be Fresno. Fresno's just proven that they've got, a solid lineup up and down. No doubt about that. Wilder Dali's and Ashley Andahar and Kyle Fossum, just to name a few of the guys, and they've gotten great pitching. Portland, Stockton, I keep saying Portland, the Ports, put a good run together here in the second half. And, they've kind of fizzled. We just saw them, have a pretty poor series this weekend against the 60. Who was it? Oh, they're playing the Storm. I got to go with Fresno. I just think that Fresno's more of the polished team. And they've had so many call-ups already this season as well, with Roldy Brito and Tanner Thatch getting called up and Ethan Holiday not even in the picture. I think they're still a really good team. Now, San Jose, on the other hand, they're starting to go the opposite direction. So Fresno might be the hottest team in the South Division. Fresno, if they continue to play the way that they can, I think they can beat San Jose if it comes down to it in that 3-game series. So, I love it, Fat Boy. I think Fresno's definitely on their way and is going to clinch that second half spot.
I need a Fresno hat over here. Now I got to get one faster. Okay,
I know.
We got to hit up Tim real quick.
Fat boy can help us out. Come on.
I'm loving it, man. No, because to me, it's an overwhelming yes. Overwhelming yes. Look, they've proven it, man. And again, you know what? Dodger fan here, okay? And I'm going to be hard on the Tower Buzzers. I don't care, dude. The Tower Buzzers got smacked this week. Okay, and I love them. I love them. They're great. They did a great job. They played well in the games they played well in. But the games they didn't play well in, they were destroyed. I mean, absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, Fresno, Jeff Wilson, he told us, man, if it gets down to their bullpen, the bullpen is kind of shaky, and they were kind of exposed and had some really rough outings. So, they took care of that.
He says, we got a few in here, man. We got, by the way, Grizzly Fanatic joining us here on Instagram, man. We got to really get our Instagram game on, man. Big shout out to those guys. Grizzly Fanatic says, Port's gonna port. That's, again, suffering Raider fan here. So it's same thing. Raiders gonna Raider, that kind of thing. So Fat Boy says here, because last year was no bueno, and I agree. I think Fresno didn't have the best year last year. So this year, let's see what they got, man. But all right, Freddie B, let's get on into week 19, man, and have ourselves some fun talking about next week. What is this next segment called?
This next segment, where are we at, Larry? What are we just? This is the ball, not the ball. This is the week in review.
Let's do it.
This week in review. Let's review.
Let's do it.
Dyslexic, I can read the notes properly. The preview week 19 coming up.
Let's do it, man. Week 19 preview. So week 19 begins. All right, this one just begins on Tuesday, August 4th. And the biggest matchup based on the second half standings sends Ontario to Lake Elsinore. Yeah. The Tower Buzzers are now 56-46 overall and lead the second half at 23-13. Might as well just throw up our graphic here, Freddie B, while we're doing this right now. There's the overall. Here's the second half. But the Storm are playing better after a consecutive 4-win series. All right, but they will now face the league's hottest second half club. Ontario brings Easton Shelton, obviously Joandry Vargas, talked about Javier Herrera, Oswaldo Osorio, and Mario Shendrick Martinez, who we've seen here. They bring all of them to the diamond. Lake Elsinore will counter with pitching because we've noticed they had some great pitching, right? Castillo being a big part of that. Speed and aggressive base running led by Connor Westenberg, which has been great.
Yeah. Keep an eye on Jorge Quintana. He's kind of had a little rough stretch hitting the ball for Elsinore, but I think he's going to get hot at just the right time. And don't forget, tomorrow is rehab day. Like Jeff Wilson said, we've got 2 San Diego Padres, Nick Pivetta and Joe Musgrove, making rehab appearances tomorrow. And Tyler Glasnow for the Dodgers is going to be pitching for Ontario. So you're going to see some major league guys. This is what's so cool about California League is you get to see these guys locally playing, getting some rehab stuff in and playing against these minor leaguers. It's going to be fun to see how they do. But I love that, Larry. That's a great series right there. I'm really looking forward to it because that's a potential playoff matchup, right? I mean, it's almost set in stone that it's going to be Ontario and Lake Elsinore. So Let's just see if this is a preview of what's to come in a couple of weeks from now. Yep, there we go. Boom.
I'm just kidding. these are homeboy graphics, you know.
Yeah.
You know, this is okay. I'm done. But anyway,
we got to make a graphic for the hats and stuff like that for next week's preview. There you go. You know, a second series that's going to be really good as well is Stockton traveling up to San Jose in a matchup between two teams with 20-16 records in the second half. San Jose 57-45 overall, and Stockton 47-55 overall. The Giants do have the stronger full season record. Stockton really remains, you know, firm in this second half race. San Jose on the other side, it is starting to go down a little bit. I don't know what's going on over there with the Giants. They really need to recover after dropping 4 of 6 to the Quakes this past week. And Stockton must prove that it can really carry its explosive victories over the Storm into this series against San Jose. If, you know, Fresno has a great series and San Jose, you know, takes the series over Stockton, that can, you know, be huge as far as playoff implications for the second half winner.
That's for dang sure, man.
Yep.
That's a fun series, man. I like that.
It's gonna be a good series. Yeah.
The two most northernest teams going head to head. So we're gonna come right back here down to the Inland Empire because we have these two guys. Okay, I gotta stop with the football stuff. I'm trying to learn. You know what? Anyway, so Rancho Cucamonga visits Inland Empire, and the Quakes are 52-50 overall. 16-20 in the second half. These guys, Sixers are 45-57 overall, but have improved to 17-19 in the second half. This matchup suddenly looks much more intriguing than it would have a week ago. Sure. Rancho enters with confidence after winning 4 out of 6 games. Okay, 4-2 series in San Jose, which has been great. Inland Empire enters with even more momentum after winning 5 of 6, dang near sweeping Visalia. Something has to give. This is gonna be fun.
That's huge. Yeah, whoever comes away from that, and if, you know, Ontario stubs their toe against Elsinore, they can get themselves into, you know, consideration still, you know, 7-8 game lead that they're, you know, Ontario has on the two teams, but it could get a little closer depending on how this weekend goes with Rancho and the 66ers right there. But then the final series is going to be another really good one. Let's see if Fresno can continue. Visalia is going up to Fresno. The Rawhide 40-62 overall, 12-24 in the second half. Really disappointing for them. Fresno, on the other hand, 57-45 and 21-15 in the second half right now, leading the second half Northern Division. On paper, this has got to be the biggest mismatch. I think that is out there, right? It's obvious, you know. But Visalia, you know, must find a way to slow down the guys like Wilder Daliz and Royner Hernandez and Christian Agulias. Landon Bitterick, who's really starting to hit. You know, he had a couple home runs against his former team in Ontario. Fresno just has a lineup that can produce a ton of runs, 44 runs in just 3 games alone in Ontario. So, yeah, I'm interested in this. I want to see if Fresno can continue. They should be able to roll Visalia at minimum 4-2 in this series.
Definitely. And, you know, you feel bad because you would love to see Visalia come out as some kind of underdog. I just don't think it's going to happen. But, you know, we've seen crazy things happen here in the California League this year. So I don't know.
Yeah, sure can.
I don't see that happening to Fresno at all whatsoever in this series. But I'm just saying, we've seen some crazy things happen. So, all right. So, series of the week. Here it comes. I probably jacked Freddie again, and I'm so sorry. But I have to do it. My series of the week right here, man. Series of the week. Ontario Tower Buzzers at Lake Elsinore Storm, man.
Absolutely. Ontario,
right? We're gonna be in house tomorrow for game 1. You talked about tons of major league pitching on the mound and rehab assignments. Super cool. Ontario owns the best second half record in the league. Lake Elsinore has won 4 games in back-to-back series and appears to be finding its identity, which is pretty cool. You know, we'll see. Can they do it? But the matchup also features an interesting contrast here. Ontario can overwhelm opponents with power, and we've seen it. Okay. Lake Elsinore can beat teams with pitching. Okay. They have some solid speed and pretty good pressure, right? Overall, that keeps the pressure on teams. The Tower Buzzers personally, I think we'll try to put runners on base for Easton Shelton. That's got to be that's their MO right now. Get dudes out early and let him just freaking smack the home runs and bring
Shin Ko as well. Both guys have a ton of pop. Yeah.
Those guys they're on a hitting spree right now. The Storm will try to keep the ball in the park. All right, this is pitching versus hitting, in my opinion. Create momentum on the bases and force Ontario's defense to make plays, and this is huge. So this could come down. This could. I don't know. I feel like it could be become a defining series for Lake Elsinore's attempt to climb back into the second half race. And let's just be real. This is probably inevitable. Going to be the South, the Southern Conference, if you will. It'll be the Southern semifinals in September, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, two contrasting styles of offenses, definitely, Larry. Let's see which one prevails. The pressure and the speed of Elsinore against, a team that just, overwhelms everybody else with power in Ontario. Fantastic series right there. I think that's a great series. Since you took that one, I'm going to go with the other one here in the Southern Division, and that's Rancho and the Inland Empire 66ers. We're talking about the 66ers who just a couple of weeks ago looked terrible against Stockton. Now they're playing a lot better baseball after having a big week against Visalia. Can they keep that going against Rancho, who's starting to get hot too? Both, had very encouraging weeks. Their best weeks, I think, really of the entire season to this point, is of the second half at least. Rancho, provided that they can overcome some deficits as well and hit big bombs and win those close games. And the 66ers prove that they can dominate a series from beginning to end. So it's really another kind of contrasting styles right here between these two teams. The Quakes have, the clutch bats like Gabriel Davalillo and Hayden Alvarez, Kevin Castillo, Kendry Maduro, and Yellow Marquez. Ryan Zaborowski as well. Not even, he's kind of had a off week, as opposed to what we have seen out of him recently. And then the 66ers, have a dangerous lineup centered and built around Estevan Moreno. Starling Aguilar, Connor Dykstra, Henry Ford. Can he hit another home run? He just got his first. So we'll see what this, series has in store for us, whether it's, Inland Empire continuing their hotness or Rancho. And can anybody, make a deficit in the standings and cut into Ontario's lead in the division? I think this is a great series too. It's going to go kind of unnoticed a little bit because of what we're seeing here down in Elsinore between the two top teams. But this is, could be, playoff implications, like I said before.
It definitely will be. I think it's going to be a great one. It's going to be they're two great series. They're both here down south. Just going to be great ones there, and I totally agree. So, all right, Freddie B, let's get to our power rankings, man. Have some fun. I'll post those up in a few moments right now, like our little graphics here. But, Freddie B, I don't know if you had any tweaks to yours, but let's do it, man.
I made a couple tweaks. I did, yeah.
Okay, well, let's get the tweaking, and let's do it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, final segment of the night. These are the power rankings. All righty, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Final segment of the night. Let's do it, man. I'll start off my power rankings. And, here, some of you will like this. Some of you probably won't. Let's do it. Number 8, and I'm so sorry. I just hate doing this. Yeah, because I like them. They're such great people. Shout out to the Bull and Crown Society, all these great people up there. Jacob Fagundes and the amazing people in Visalia, but oh my gosh, they are not that great this year. The Rawhide have lost now 5 of 6, and we're outscored 47-17, as talked about earlier. They now face another difficult assignment versus Fresno. It's probably not going to get any better. Tough go for those guys. I will keep on cheering for the Sirlines as much as possible. Unfortunately, though, just not their year. Number 7. This is probably going to be very surprising to you, Freddie B, but I'm going to go with the Stockton Ports. Oh my gosh, why? Well, that last week was a fall from grace. I'm sorry. Stockton remains 20-16 in the second half, but losing 4 of 6 at home to a team who you were probably a little bit better than. Okay, and this has come from a Storm fan. Okay, Ports were hot. Now they're not. I'm sorry. I feel like that right now. That prevents the Ports from climbing higher, at least in my power rankings. Does it matter to anybody? Probably not, but that's where I'm going to put them. Okay, next up, number 6, I'm going to have the Inland Empire 66ers. Again, I'm sorry, guys. I feel so bad. Look, 66ers, look, nobody improved their stock more than Inland Empire, okay, this week.
Yep. 5
victories and, I don't know, a plus 30 plus 30 run differential in Visalia. Okay. Move the 6-6ers out from the bottom too, because I had them lower last week. But there you have it. All right. Next up, let's see what hat am I gonna grab next? Okay, I found it. The Lake Elsinore Storm. Okay. Lake Elsinore and Storm have taken 4 of 6 in back-to-back weeks. Pretty cool. 4-2 series. We'll take that. Their pitching and speed make them dangerous, even though their second half record remains below 500, which isn't good, but they're climbing. And okay, I'll take that. Number 4, the San Jose Giants. The Giants, I had them at number 1 not too long ago. Now they're not. The Giants remain tied for the best overall record in the league at 57-45, but consecutive losing series have pushed them down in my rankings, and I just don't know what is going on with these guys. Number 3, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Ooh, that's interesting.
3, huh? Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The Rancho jumps after winning 4 straight against San Jose. They earned it, okay? But the Quakes showed that they can win close, win late, win with pitching, and win after falling behind. But these next 2 teams, I think they got a leg up on them, and that's okay. So here we go. Number 2, to think. Last week I had these guys at number 1. The week before I had to eat my words because Freddie was like, they are really that good. And I was all like, nah, no, not really. If I ate my words. And this week, I don't know. You heard me talk about it earlier, and well, here they are. I love them. I think I'm still, let's go Dodgers. But look, the Ontario Tower Buzzers. Ontario still owns the best record of the second half at 23-13. Okay, 3 ugly losses to Fresno prevent the Buzzers from holding my top spot. Okay, and these blowouts, they were destroyed. Yes, did they do the same thing to Fresno? Yes. In a 3-game series, I'm a little worried with these guys right now. Okay, but their 15-run response in the finale showed tremendous resilience. It was resilience, but again, if that was a 3-game series, would the Buzzers have won that thing, especially at home? Fresno came over and smacked these guys around. Okay, and obviously number 1, that's why I wanted to tie it in with El Fat Boy. Okay, with what he said earlier, because do you think we can clinch the playoffs? Of course, overwhelming yes. They're my number 1 team right now because Fresno lost their first 2 games in Ontario and then responded by scoring 44 runs over the next 3 games. Okay, yeah, that's just a small number, right, Freddie? 44 runs. That's all. The Grizzlies, just 44. The Grizzlies have won 21 second half games and remain one of the league's deepest offensive clubs. And I will say this, Freddie, you and I have talked about Fresno losing players. Holiday earlier this year, they've lost players to injury. Going up, they've lost players. Explain to me where that's showing, Freddie, because it seems like those guys are still there.
You know what? It's so crazy, man. I talked to Kyle Fossum the other night when we were down there at the game, and he said, there's so many guys that are new and have been called up that he doesn't even know everybody's names at this point. Like their roster has had a lot of call-ups, and they've still continued to battle. I don't know what it is around the Grizzlies. They've got solid pieces just top to bottom, and I think they just kind of, when it comes down to it, just play good baseball, and then you get to hang out and fraternize with everybody and get to know each other after the game. But
Exactly.
You got to play that team baseball. Yeah, fantastic job that they're doing. They're getting solid pitching, and then I think they have a maybe the best offense in the Northern Division. I think so. Very similar to Ontario. I think those 2 teams. What we saw last week, and it was a split between them, 3-3. Maybe that's your potential championship matchup later on. I don't want to throw out Elsinore. I don't want to throw out San Jose, but I think Ontario and Fresno may be the matchup you get for the championship in the California League this year.
And if it was up to me, right? Well, and if I had to bet on that series right now, I'm not a betting man, but if I had to, as much as I even hate to say this, I gotta go with the Grizzlies after what I saw last week. It could change, but if they played right now in a 3-game series, I'm taking Fresno. I'm sorry.
Okay.
They just looked better. Sorry, they're gonna hate me over there in Ontario. But again,
they're not gonna invite us back out.
I know.
No,
but I can screw that up. But...
No,
all right, Freddie, what do you got?
All right. I've got Visalia coming in at number 8. That's a given. They just keep continuing this downward trend.
I feel so bad for them. I feel so bad.
They may have some of the greatest fan base in all of the California League teams right there. The Bull and Crown Society still coming and supporting these guys, ringing the bell, even though, they've taken their lumps, but that's what you do. And that's what community is you rally around the guys versus the good and the bad. So Visalia, unfortunately, you know what, just play the best you can the rest of the season. That's all you can ask for. Start developing these guys. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Perfect. Inland Empire, even though they had a strong season, still number 7 in my rankings, though. Like one of the best teams in week 18, no doubt about that. I just need to see them carry it over. And if they can carry it over into the series against Rancho, then they will be definitely higher in the rankings next week. Coming in at number 6, I'm going to go with the Stockton Ports. I'm keeping them at I'm putting them at 6. They were 5th last week, but I had to drop them a little bit just because I didn't like the way that they performed against the Storm, although the Storm are starting to play a lot better. So they just got to be a little bit more consistent. Consistency is key, and it's really a fight between them and Fresno to lock in that second half spot. At number 5, I'm going to go with the Quakes. The Quakes, 4 consecutive wins over San Jose, but they've got to continue that and, carry that over into the series against the Inland Empire 66ers. Their bats are hot. I want to see them. They can definitely be jumping up in the rankings next week as well. At number 4, I'm going to go with the Storm. I like what I've seen out of the Storm over the last 2 weeks. This team is starting to come together. They've got some guys back that had been injured. They've had some guys get called up from Arizona. So I like to see, and they've got really good pitching. Like we said, we saw what Castro just did. We know what Schoolcraft is capable of when it comes down to a short series. I like Fresno. I like the Storm, and I like just their grittiness. They're the most gritty team I've seen. They don't hit for a lot of power. You might see an occasional home run from these guys, but it's the way they get on base. It's the way they manufacture their runs, and they play good defense. I mean, Bradley Fry, one of the best defensive third basemen I've seen in the league this year for the Storm. And coming in at number 3, still San Jose. I don't know why I'm still clinging to these guys. They are the defending champions. 57 and 45 overall, but they've really struggled over the last 2 series. And, they still have one of the most talented rosters, I think, but we'll see what happens. Big series coming up with the Ports and the Giants this week. Fresno for me, number 2. They looked unstoppable in their 3-game winning streak. And then, you know what? Obviously, you throw out the 8-run inning that the Buzzers had on Sunday, and that game would have been a tie game. So they may have taken that series, but I'm putting Ontario at number 1. And I just think offense trumps right now. And their power is out of this league. Easton Shelton's 2 RBIs away from the 100 mark. He already has 32 home runs, one of the top home run hitters in all of minor league baseball. And I think Ontario will keep it going. They've got an opportunity to win a series this week as well. So, it's going to be a good series with the Storm. It's like you got both ends of the spectrum, and which is it going to be? Is it? I mean, we're probably going to see a 3-3 split, right? That's just the way things go in this league. Yeah.
This is going to be fun. I'm sorry.
It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a great series.
It definitely is, Freddie B. And again, but great stuff there in your power rankings, man.
Yeah.
Love it. Great stuff. And I'm right there with you, buddy. It's going to be one of those two. And right now, you're totally right. That could totally be the championship series. We saw again, big time. Thank you to everybody just popping in today, all the comments, everybody on Instagram. I know we got to go on Instagram more. We'll do it every week, we promise. Okay, now we will, of course, starting next week. Everybody, really quick, just to end off the segment, on off the show again. Make sure next week I go back to work, teacher life here, so I know it'll be an hour later now, still on Mondays, but it'll be at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Of course, you're all West Coast cats over here in Cali, just putting out the Eastern time. But 5 p.m., not 4 p.m. anymore for the rest of the year, or for the rest of the season. So in case you guys want to really, make sure we'll put this up too on Instagram. But starting next week, again, 5 o'clock, we'll be going all the way into the 31st. And then that very next week, Freddie B is going to be heading up. He's a big IndyCar guy, so I love him to death. But Laguna Seca is going to be going up north. So Labor Day may or may not be a go. It might be a Tuesday that week that we go live. Might not be. We're going to get you ready for the championship series. After that, for the playoffs, that is. After that, we will be going live on that Sunday morning on the 13th, September 13th, to preview the championship series. Then we will have the championship series starting that night on the 13th. It'll be played on the Sunday the 13th, Tuesday the 15th, and Wednesday the 16th, depending on if they do go to game 3. And then Freddie B and I will be chopping it up right after the game. It'll be a later night to go to, work the next morning will be a little rough, but we're going to jump on live after that, either game 2 or 3, whichever it is. And that's going to be it. We're going to close off the season, but we're going to be ready for more California League baseball. So a little news there for you guys, a little bit of show notes and all that for you guys. But Freddie B, it's been fun, man. Again, that officially brings us to the end of Dirt and Diamonds episode 13. And man, week 18 reminded us that 6-game baseball series can change direction in a matter of hours, which is crazy. Rancho Cucamonga responded after getting blown out. Inland Empire transformed itself for the entire week. Lake Elsinore continued building momentum. In Fresno and Ontario exchanged haymakers in a wild 3-3 split. I mean, what a great week of baseball.
What a great week it was. And I can't wait for this week as well. We've got some really great matchups, Larry. Congratulations to all our week 18 winners as well in all of our categories. Our diamonds in the rough. Remember, George Bilecki, our big guy down here in Lake Elsinore, and Derby Ventura for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. Our dirt dogs, Kevin Castillo, Royner Hernandez, our hottest hitters this week. Yeah, we called it. Wilder Dalis, Estevan Moreno, both deserving of that. Our hottest pitchers as well, Jesus Castro and Derek Clark. In our minor league moments was Gabriel Davalillo's, walk-off home run and Henry Ford's first professional home run.
So cool, man. We also want to send a huge thank you to the Ontario Tower Buzzers in general, that entire organization. Big ups to Adam Serrano, letting us in, letting us see the park, letting us show some cool stuff he showed tonight and all of our Instagram. Check us out there. And as a matter of fact, I should put this up right now, I guess, so that way, everyone knows where to catch us and where to find all of our stuff on the bottom ticker. But of course, we want to also send a big, huge shout out and thank you to play-by-play broadcaster Jeff Wilson for joining us on Voices of the California League. We appreciate Jeff sharing his journey, his experiences during Ontario's inaugural season, and his perspective from inside the broadcast booth. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Jeff, again, and thank you to everybody within the Tower Buzzers organization for a great time at the ballpark that night. But, that leads us right back into week 19 here, Larry. It starts tomorrow, early game in Elsinore, 11 a.m. start. So I'm looking forward to this. Hopefully it's not terribly hot. We've got, Ontario and Elsinore, potential first-round matchup in the playoffs. Stockton and San Jose. Stockton fighting for a playoff spot. Rancho and Inland. Can either of them take this series and cut into Ontario's lead here in the second half? And then we have Visalia at Fresno. Fresno should take care of business, but can we see the Rawhide, wrangle in these Grizzlies and make a series of it and put the pressure on Fresno? There we go, man. So for Freddie B, for our guest, Jeff Wilson, and everyone here at IE Sports Radio, for all of our awesome people today in the chat, you guys have been amazing. I just want to shout out everybody. B Mad Dog in the house tonight, man. Sammy, you're amazing. We appreciate you. El Fat Boy up in the chat. Steve Went tuned in for a little bit. Grizzly Fanatic. I mean, the list goes on. Mishi, Moreno, obviously the Moreno family, I think, tuned in tonight. Of course, Estevan Moreno tuning in. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Big time, man. Twitter, man, big shout out to David Becker there. I mean, just great stuff. You guys are amazing. Adios to you too, Mr. El Fat Boy. I love that. But appreciate you guys. So for Freddie B, for Jeff Wilson, for everyone here at IE Sports Radio, I'm Larry B. This has been episode 13 of Dirt and Diamonds, and you've been listening to IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Keep supporting the California League. I got to put that out there first. Keep that dirt flying, and we'll see you next pick. Good night, everyone. Good night, everybody.